Do you think only human kids are taught the ways of life? Think again. Well, a kid from the 90s surely wouldn't forget the cult classic on Nickelodeon, Aaahh! Real Monsters. Here, the monsters don't lurk under your bed. Instead, they train under a dump, guided by their strict headmaster, the Gromble. The three young monsters, namely Aaahh, Oblina, and Crumb, learn the art of scaring humans. Their journey includes bizarre assignments, intense bodily horror training, and learning about monster politics. Each monster carries its unique traits and features that define its scare tactics and personality. Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Marvelous Videos. Today, we'll talk about the monsters from Aaahh! Real Monsters. So without further ado, let's get started. Before we get into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin.
Well, I don't want to show off.
Aaahh. The first character from the cartoon show Aaahh! Real Monsters is Aaahh. If you're acquainted with the show, you surely know that Aaahh is one of the three protagonists of the cartoon. Aaahh made his first appearance in the episode The Switching Hour, and was a regular face in all the episodes that followed. His last appearance was in the episode called Ghost Story from Rugrats. He is the son of a famous scarer named Slickus. Aaahh is generally a nervous monster among the group, but at the same time, you can't overlook his leadership skills. Aaahh is mostly purple in hue. He has yellow eyes and lavender lips. Quite a striking appearance. Aaahh has a pair of big rabbit-like ears, 2 arms, and short legs, of course with feet. The feet resemble jester or elf shoes. Throughout the show, Aaahh is seen searching for his identity with the help of his intelligent friend Oblina and his shy roommate Crumb. As it is, he's a nervous fellow. He has a tendency to please others, sometimes at the cost of getting into trouble. This is due to others not respecting his boundaries. Though filled with self-doubt, Aaahh uses his bodily features to scare humans. His eyes turn red and his teeth become sharp when he's out doing his job, i.e. scaring humans. One of the worst things for monsters in this show is to be considered cute by humans when you're trying to scare them. Well, Aaahh is well aware of this and is ready to perfect his scare strategies, even before he enrolled in school. Aaahh's constant goofing off often gets his group in trouble. Due to his goofing habit, the monster world gets exposed to humans. But at the end of the day, he has big shoes to fill. Those of his father, Slickus. Oblina. Up next is the character Oblina. Well, don't be surprised if I tell you that Oblina is the only female monster in the famous trio. Coming from a wealthy family, Oblina and her mates also attend the Monster Academy. Unlike her roommate Aaahh, Oblina is very well behaved. Oblina really has a squish on Crumb, and she works hard too. Due to her intelligence, Oblina functions as the brain of the group. Oblina looks like an upside-down candy cane. She has black and white stripes on her body. She looks like a serpent-shaped monster and has a flexible body. She has red, puffy lips and a bunch of crooked space teeth. Her eyes are green in color with black pupils. Her eyes come accompanied by eyelashes, along with 4 strands of hair on top of her skinny head and on her tail. Oblina has appeared in most episodes of the show except for Showdown and The Great Escape, although she did get one mention in the latter episode. She's also known by the name Stick Lips. Like every monster of the show, Oblina too has her method of scaring humans. Her methods include reaching within herself and pulling out her internal organs. Oblina is immensely talented and can shapeshift into different terrifying forms. It doesn't stop there. Oblina also carries a talent for inducing nightmares in humans. This is superbly done by the act of tickling their brains with her long finger while the humans are asleep. Episodes showcasing these powers highlight her creativity and confidence. Oblina is also considered the best student of the Monster Academy by the Gromble. Oblina's metamorphosis from a refined and formal monster into a wild terror is a striking show. In general, Oblina presents herself with her composed demeanor and manners. However, once it's time to scare, she transforms herself. Her slender striped body stretches, twists, and flexes. It shifts into ugly shapes that scream terror. She can turn herself inside out, detach and reassemble her body parts, grow claws, fangs, and other monstrous features that amplify her fear factor. The shape-shifting ability makes her change from a sophisticated form to a figure of nightmare in moments. Episodes in which she infiltrates human society and demonstrates her ability to blend in highlight her role not only as a scary figure, but also as a thoughtful monster. Crumb. It's time to move on with our character discussion. This time it's Crumb. Before we speak any further about the monsters, here's a simple request to our viewers. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to press the like button on your screen. Also, to see more such interesting content, please subscribe to our channel. In this way, you won't miss out on your favorite videos. You can also share it with your friends. It's just a simple click for you, but it means a lot to us. Thanks for your support. Now let's get back to our discussion. Crumb is yet another protagonist from the show Aaahh! Real Monsters. Just like his fellow students, Crumb is also a student at the Monster Academy. Well, Crumb also qualifies as one of the best friends that a monster could ever have. First appearing in the episode The Switching Hour, Crumb is seen in most parts of the series except the episodes The Great Escape and Showdown. Crumb comes across as a shy monster and is quite different from his best friends. His shyness is one of the reasons why Crumb's contribution to the adventures measures up the least. He's a short, smelly, and immensely hairy monster. In fact, his catchphrase is, "I like being smelly." As his eyes are detached, he has no option but to hold them in his hands. Quite a distracting look, that is. And guess what? While he goes off to sleep for the night, he places his pair of eyes in a glass of water next to his bed. In case the need to use both of his hands arises, he prefers carrying his eyes in his mouth. Orange tan in color, Crumb has a big nose and 2 arms. His lips are blue and he has a pair of short legs. From The Switching Hour to I Dream of Snorch with the long golden hair, Crumb's eyes had the ability to create lighting effects on the pupils. During the times of Garbage Ahoy, the pupils are left with no lighting effects. It can be speculated from Crumb's look that he was human before he became a monster, as he has a bit of a resemblance to a human. Being filthy is helpful to Crumb. He uses his armpit stench as his most valuable scare tool, and sometimes his eyes get the job done. But he's no less charming for being a monster. Beware, even if you do not get scared of his sight, his stinky armpits will surely scare you out of your wits.
Humiliated myself?
No.
You left your monster manual behind!
The Grumble. It's time you meet the headmaster of the Monster Academy, the Grumble. If you feel that you've seen the scariest headmaster, let me tell you, you haven't. Grumble serves as a secondary antagonist in the cartoon series Aaahh! Real Monsters. Like most of the characters, the Grumble first appeared in the episode The Switching Hour, and his last appearance being in Rookie Monsters. He's quite frightening and strict as a headmaster. He trains his students by being strict and belittling them for possessing poor scaring skills. He's particularly strict toward his student Icus. He's also known by the names Grumble Sir, Mr. Grumble, and Grumby. He's shown as the teacher of almost every monster child depicted in the series. The Grumble calls his shoes snuggle bears, and he's also fond of relaxing in his bed. He uses his strict nature to ensure that each one of his students reaches their full potential. The Grumble has also been seen eating one of his students in a single bite, but he did spit that student back out. He's no less than a legend in the monster community. With a little bit of help from the punishment masters Snorch and Zimbo, the Grumble looks out to mold even the sweetest looking monster, hello Icus, into a petrifying ruler of the dark. The Grumble is a green-blue Nessus with 2 tufts of hair, 2 pairs of legs, a beard, and a tail. He wears a belt around his waist and red pumps on each of his feet. He has pink eyes with black pupils. He carries a blue goat tail and wears black gloves. Grumble's belt is black with a gold or silver buckle. As the principal of the dump, the Grumble uses the viewfinder to evaluate his students. The viewfinder is a chair-like projection device used to replay each student's different scaring acts. When the Grumble began teaching at the Monster Academy, he was a quiet and nervous guy. Due to this, the class kept talking amongst themselves without paying any attention. The Grumble paused for a moment and shouted, "Quiet!" showcasing his aggressive personality, which is his style. A memorable visual classroom moment that highlights Grumble's frustrated expression regarding Icus occurs when Icus repeatedly fails to keep up with the rules or messes up his scaring assignments. The Grumble's frustration is clearly portrayed by his exaggerated eye roll, bulging eyes, and a deep frown. Despite this, his unconventional love shows care, aiming to teach Icus well. The Grumble bluntly says, "You couldn't scare a snail." Icus replies, "Fear is the foundation of all good scares." This event highlights their challenging yet amiable bond.
I believe that a free exchange of information is the key to obey.
Zimbo. Now that you're acquainted with the headmaster of the school, why leave his assistant behind? In comes Zimbo. He's the supporting antagonist of the show. Zimbo is the assistant of the Grumble in the Monster Academy. He's best known as being Snorch's partner. He's a bee-like monster and has 1 mammal-like leg. He has a humanoid face. To finish his look, he also has green hair on his head. He's tan in color. He has brown stripes on his body, and his eyes are white in color with black pupils. Some teeth and a pink tongue add to his looks. Not to forget that he's a bee, so add a large nose and 4 wings, and that's a complete look for Zimbo. Zimbo has appeared in many of the episodes of the series. His appearance in the episode Side by Side is worth mentioning. In this episode, he was paired with Icus to scare people. Zimbo is known to treat the students of the academy quite miserably, but is nice to the teacher, Grumble. He goes about spreading rumors, thus proving that he's more of a troublemaker than a helper. He has a design worth remembering when you wish to see the bigger environment around the Monster Academy, apart from the main trio. The character Zimbo was brought to life by the great voice artist Tim Curry. Slickus, Icus' father. Yet another monster on the list is Slickus. He's the father of Ickis and another protagonist of the show Aaahh! Monsters. He's a famous scarer who first appeared in the episode titled The Great Wave, and was last seen in the episode called Amulet of Infarg. Slickus has appeared in a total of 5 episodes throughout the show. He has a similar body to Ickis, just maroon in color. He's also slightly taller and a bit bulkier than his son. He has white eyes coupled with black pupils. He has 2 feet, 2 arms, and a bunch of white teeth. Slickus also has a pair of rabbit-like ears that are torn in different places. His feet are a little different from Ickis. Slickus was one of the favorite students of Grumble, putting forward his skill and status within the monster community. Slickus is personified by the respect and reputation earned in the monster school world. The episode The Great Wave features Ickis participating in the annual Riding of the Great Wave competition, where his self-esteem is tested. As the reigning champion, Snorch is unable to compete, so Slickus is chosen as a competitor. During the race, Ickis bravely saves Crumb's life numerous times, hence proving that friendship is far more important than winning a competition. The episode highlights themes of bravery, friendship, and overcoming self-doubt, with Slickus' presence symbolizing the legacy and support behind Ickis' growth.
Dad? Hello there, Lena. Hello, Ickis. How's your dad?
Horvath, Crumb's father. The next monster character on the list is Horvath. He's Crumb's father. Hence, he not only looks similar to Crumb, but also carries his eyes in his hands. He lost one of his eyes at the Battle of Lexington, when a Minuteman mistook the eye for a bullet and used it to fire the first shot of the American Revolution. After dropping out of the Monster Academy, Horvath started working as a mold farmer. He's peach-colored and has 2 hands. In one of his hands, he wears a black glove because of the lost eye incident. He also keeps a mustache and a pimple on his nose. Horvath is jovial in nature, and the father-son duo shares a good relationship. If you're wondering about an episode featuring Horvath, here it is. In Chip Off the Old Beast, Horvath visits the Monster Academy to see his son Crumb. The story explores the father-son dynamic as Crumb tries to impress Horvath, while balancing his own identity and school responsibilities. The episode highlights Horvath's role as a caring and overprotective parent, who influences Crumb's growth and development as a young monster scarer in the show. Up next, we have Oblina's parents, Sublima and Skeech. Sublima hails from a wealthy family of monsters. She disapproves of Oblina's scary pursuits, often pressuring her to quit monster school and lead a more traditional and refined life. Despite this, Sublima's character represents the classic struggle between parental expectations and individual passion. Skeech is Oblina's father. He's quite different from his wife and supports Oblina's dream of becoming a scarer. Unlike Sublima, Skeech encourages Oblina's talents and ambitions, providing an essential balance in her upbringing. Together, these characters highlight the dynamics of family support and conflict within the monster world, adding depth to Oblina's character development. Their distinct influences shape the challenges and motivations Oblina faces during her schooling. The Snorch. Say hello to the Snorch, working as the Monster Academy's disciplinarian. Together with Zimbo, they work for the school's principal, Grumble. Along with Zimbo, he carries out the punishment of the students at the Monster Academy. The Snorch functions as a warden, while Zimbo, the one-legged bee, spoken about a while ago, patrols for him. Wait till you hear about his appearance. The Snorch is a huge and terrifying beast that keeps even the scariest monsters on their best behavior at school. His companion Zimbo carries out the job of flying around in the sewers and is also diligent enough to report any mishaps he notices to the person in charge. Some of the punishments that the Snorch is called upon include square dancing and listening to human music. An instance where the Snorch shows his command is in the episode Monsters Get Real. In this episode, Snorch demands strict discipline. When the students perform poorly in their midterm exams, Snorch is vested with the duty of taking those students to the Grumble to be punished. These are labeled as something bad, something really bad, and you don't want to know. His silent yet strong presence, along with the consequences he provides, helps him make his mark in the institution.
A fire.
A ball of fire so big it would blow up the whole school.
You told me he would blow up the whole...
Minor and background monsters. Things don't end with the major characters of the show. The discussion is still on with the minor and background monsters that inhabit the dump. Some of the characters include Slulup, Smeldra, and the Skrink, to name a few. These characters are present in various episodes, thus helping to solidify the plot of the show. There's the Running Nose Monster, a humorous character whose nose keeps running away from him. The runaway nose helps add to the chaotic and unpredictable nature of the monster world. Then there's the pencil-headed monster with a sharp design. It uses its head to write, which is quite strange in a monster's case.
Oh, there's a lucky fan.
Marvelous verdict. That's all the monsters from the series for you. From the primary trio to the other characters, we've covered all the important ones here for you. If Ickis, Oblina, and Crumb form the strong trio of the series, others are not to be overlooked. We hope you have enjoyed revisiting the show as much as we have. Tell us what you like most about the show and if we missed out on any interesting detail. I'll see you soon with another marvelous video. Till then, have a good one. If you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks, everyone.